Thank you for clicking to watch this video today. My name is Amy Tollyfield. If you've never heard of me before or watched any of my videos before, I'm a twice published poet based in the UK. I have two poetry collections out at the moment. Those are The Suicide and Toy Soldiers. Both have been published by Olympia Publishers based in London. The Suicide was 2018 and Toy Soldiers was 2020. Both of the books are, I believe, wonderful. They're my babies. If you'd like to be convinced, you can head to my website, amytollyfield.com. Amy is A-M-Y, Tollyfield is Tollyfield.com, where you can read reviews of both collections. In the About section, there are links to reviews of The Suicide, professional objective reviews, and then in the reviews section of the website, so the tab reviews, you can read the professional unbiased reviews of Toy Soldiers as well. So I'd recommend highly going to my website, having a look at the reviews, and then buying them because they're marvellous. I am of course biased, but I do believe they are pretty darn wonderful. The reason that I'm making this video today is because, as you know, potentially if you've been following my social media channels, or my websites, or my YouTube, you'll know that I have a third book coming out next year called Brixton Nights. That's again with Olympia Publishers in London. It's a novella, so it's not poetry. My first two books were poetry. This is a short novel of around 38 to 39,000 words. So that is a short novel. Some would class it as a novel, but I like the word novella. I think it sounds quite dainty and quite nice, quite classy. So I'm happy with the word novella. I like that as a word. So I'm happy to describe the book as a novella. And today I'm going to read you the official book blurb of the book, Brixton Nights, just to give you a taste of the book. I've been trying to limit the information that I'm giving so that you don't have everything all at once, because it's good to kind of stem that and obviously keep anticipation building. So today I'm going to read the official book blurb. This will be the blurb that appears on the back of the book. I've currently dropped it, so I will pick that up. Fabulous. So this is the official book blurb for Brixton Nights. Good. Brixton Nights is a third book and first novella by acclaimed twice-published poet Amy Tollyfield. Brixton Nights charts the life of a young lesbian woman named Christina who once lived in Brixton and now lives in Hull. The book follows her tempestuous journey through young adulthood and into early life, including many losses and heartaches along the way. Working class, female and gay, Christina has the odds stacked against her before she and her rebellious brother Kyle are given a new home with a kind lady named Simone. But will Christina get the happy ending she so sorely deserves? And will she ever meet Mum again? Read this amazing and harrowing novella to find out. Brixton Nights is a coming-of-age novella telling a familiar story of truth, pain and family. Sometimes our most uncomfortable relationships are the ones that teach us the most. Praise for Amy's poetry, brackets Toy Soldiers, brackets closed. A conflicted portrait of longing, angst and self-assertion, Kirkus Reviews. Throughout the collection, I found that Tollyfield was able to craft poems that were immediately immersive and evocative. Brackets, a collection, brackets closed, that entices you back. Love reading, UK Ambassador. So that's the blurb that will appear on the back of the book, and that gives you a taste of what the book is about. The novella is not anything like my personal life. I am a lesbian woman, so obviously I was able to draw on some of my own experiences in a sense to inspire me, but I'm not really present that much in the book. The book is about Christina. I think for me what was very important was to tell the story of this lesbian woman and her life and her struggles. There's a lot of relationship type writing in there, stuff that is about her own lesbian experience, and that was very important to me. She is a similar woman to me in terms of her attire and her outlook and her general self identity, I suppose. She has quite a core and clear voice. She has quite a clear view of who she is as a person, and so those are the traits I was able to engage with. The actual life and the actual people and the actual story is very different to mine, but the rawness of the story and the emotion of the story and the intensity of the story are all things I was able to engage with quite easily. And it was a story I felt needed to be told. It's a story I felt needed to be shared with the world. So it's entirely fictional. Everything is fictional in there, but there is a lot of emotion and, again, rawness that I feel needs to be conveyed to the world, and to tell the story of this woman whose life has been very difficult in many ways, and very, very, very challenging. So it is a book that obviously isn't always very happy, I'll be honest, but the book is important for so many reasons. There are so many stories there to be told, and I don't feel those stories are out there. The sort of story I'm presenting in Brixton Nights, I don't think anybody is telling that story of that kind of woman and that kind of life, and that's why that was so important to me to sort of say that and have that there. Which brings me very nicely on to the last part of this video, which, if you keep up with my social media channels, you will already know about this, but I'm having Brixton Nights reviewed ahead of its publication by Kirkus Reviews and Love Reading UK, very professional, esteemed book review companies. And the reason I announced that, I announced it last time with Toy Soldiers, and thankfully the reviews were mostly positive. Love Reading, in their own words, they loved Toy Soldiers, my second book, which was wonderful. Kirkus Reviews, a bit more mixed, very much more mixed as a review. They weren't sure about everything. They liked some things, they didn't like others. That's fine, I'm okay with that. So although they've already reviewed Toy Soldiers and I'm happy with those reviews, I can't be sure Brixton Nights obviously will have the same reception. It's a very different medium. I've only ever published poetry. I've only ever had poetry published. I haven't had a novella, a short novel published before. This is the first time, so it's a bit scary. But the reason that I am happy to say that's happening, and I'm happy to kind of accept whatever comes out of that process, is because I do believe in the book. I do care for the book. It is another baby of mine. So, I naturally trust it will do all right. Even if the reception is a bit mixed, I'm happy to accept that. I think with being a writer, with being an author, you do have to accept that not everybody's going to like your writing, not everybody's going to understand it, it's not always going to be to everyone's taste, and that is part of the process, and that is part of the course, really. And I'm okay with those things. I think you have to be a certain type of person to be able to be okay with it, but I am genuinely okay with it, and I like the idea of being reviewed, and I like to hear the nuanced review of maybe this, maybe not this. I'm okay with that. That's fine, and that's interesting for me and engaging for me. Obviously, I want them to love the book, obviously. However, a nuanced response, a mixed response, mildly critical response, or even fairly critical, as long as there's some things they like, is okay for me and is enjoyable for me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing what they have to say. So December will be when I find out the Kirkus Reviews and Love Reading UK reviews of Brixton Nights. I'm very likely to share those. You do have the option to not share them. I will probably share them. I'm confident, and I'm also happy to hear intelligent analysis of my writing. I'm happy to hear that and to engage with that. So I'm sure I'll share those reviews with you and with the world, and I look forward to them, and hopefully you do as well. Well, thank you ever so much for watching the video. As I say, Brixton Nights is out next summer, published by Olympia Publishers in London. Very, very exciting prospect for me. Super exciting because it's so different to anything I've done already, and I like the story, and I really hope that you will as well, and find it moving and engaging. But yeah, do keep up with my website. So I've got two. AmyTollyfield.com is always the main website. That's my official website. I have a second website now as well, which you may know about. That's www.brixtonnights.com. So it's the name of my next book, my third book that's out next year. And you can find out more about Brixton Nights from that website as we go along. There'll be further updates posted to that. The official book blurb that you heard there, that will also appear on the website shortly. So, there's plenty there that you can engage with and read through. I'll leave up the photos in the gallery that give you a taste of the book as well. So if you go to the gallery section of Brixton Nights, there are some photos there to give you a taster of the book as well. So So yeah, do check that out, and thank you again for watching today. Do please continue to keep up with my social media, websites and YouTube, and if you haven't already, buy my amazing books that have already come out so far. They're wonderful. Thank you ever so much. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.